So another Overwatch match. This time I'm playing as Pharah. She is a more versatile attacker. She is equipped with a 6-shot rocket launcher, a quick boost to project herself in the air, a jetpack to which she can glide down or glide up, and a mini little shockwave blast that doesn't do damage, but it actually knocks back people away from you. I picked Pharah for this match because I like her mobility. She's actually one of my favorite attackers to go to because her rocket launchers do a lot of damage. Even at splash damage, she does a pretty good amount of damage itself, and she can maneuver around better than almost any other attacker next to Tracer. She's a bit more well-rounded. According, she has 200 health, but because of how maneuverable she is, she's a little bit harder to hit. Especially for those who don't have a good range and can't really shoot in the air, she can really take advantage of that. Her main weakness is that without her jetpack, and if you actually get in close, she can hurt herself with her rocket launcher. So you kind of want to stay at a good distance, either in the air or kind of far away till you actually shoot your rocket launcher in a safe distance. I get a couple of pot shots here, but nothing substantial to actually kill or do any damage. At this point, I try and use the balcony in the middle to try and shoot down the level 3 turn at this point, but it is really hard to take out that thing once it hits level 3. It has a shit ton of health, and even with my rocket launchers I don't do that much damage to it. So I'm slowly picking shots at it, trying to actually take out either the turret or the person who's actually summoning the turret. And again, I don't know his name, I'll apologize. But if I can take him out or take out the turret itself, then our team has the easier way to push in, and that's kind of my goal here as Pharah, to try and do that. I try and peek my shots around the fountain to try and get a few shots in, but I completely miss where this Hanzo is. I was shooting at him earlier and I assumed he kind of went back to heal up, which he kind of did in a sense, but I totally missed that he went in that room and he got healed up out of Mercy. I have my ultimate here, and the ultimate is she fires off a bunch of mini rockets in a single direction. It's really good for doing damage quickly, but at the same time you're left wide open for attacks here. I'm mainly using this to pick off the turret there. The sniper did a lot of damage to him. I'm going to try and get some health back here and try and get off a flow of pop shots for the person setting up the turret, so that way you can't set up anymore. It's good to try and take him out as best you can, because without the turrets he really doesn't have much going for him. So right now he's using his ultimate, but he's being pushed back, so he really can't do much right now. Mercy revives the diva after I shot her down. She's not going to live too much longer. Someone else is going to kill her, but I get picked off by the person who's setting up the turrets. He actually got a pretty good shot in the air, so kudos to him. So again, at this point, we broke past the hardest part of this map, which is this beginning area here. It's really hard to actually get past this if you don't have people playing as different classes do different things. And if you have someone that can really set up defense, then you'll be pretty much stuck there for the majority of the match, if not all of the match, if you can set up a really good defense point here. Reaper's actually killing quite a few amount of people here. He does a really good amount of damage in a short range because of his shotguns. He's actually pretty mobile too. He's one of my other favorite characters I like to use. But going back towards Pharah, my goal there was to actually take out the turret and the person summoning the turrets. I try and take out Hanzo here, give off a few pot shots on Diva. And I backed up because Diva's ult was actually going off and she was going supernova, which pretty much does a huge explosive amount of damage in a good amount of, at a good distance. And I believe I was just in the distance to which I get blown up. I try to take out the Mercy here, but Reaper comes out of nowhere and uses his ultimate, which again just takes you from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, if you see it and you're close into it, you're probably gonna die. So he gets us with the ultimate, but I believe someone takes him down. Again, at this point, we pretty much got past the hard parts, and we're pretty much on the objective, more or less. We just got to stay on it for a few more seconds. They're spawning a little bit farther back, so it gives us time to actually set up and actually get a good defense here. Take out the person who's some of the turns, so you can't set up one in the corner. Gonna hold this point down. At this point, I believe Mai's trying to shoot me with her ice, but that's not happening. We're gonna end up capturing the objective, but I think Reaper has his ultimate again. Which I think what happened here is either my rocket or my shockwave blast actually blasted him up in the air, and because of that he had a better area of effect to use his ultimate, so I may have accidentally helped him get that kill. Not entirely sure, but that doesn't matter now. So Reaper's still here, he's gonna die to this rocket. And this second part of the attack phase is actually not as hard as the first, because here you have a lot more options to where you want to plan your attack. You can go either straight up the middle, to the left, or to the right. Again, Pharah's with that rocket boost, you can kind of go anywhere you need to go, to the right or to the left. My job there was to take out that rocket and kind of spread them out a little bit, so this next go around I can actually use my ultimate and actually get off a few kills here. So that's 1, 2, this would be 3. And then Pharah, of course, using her boost in the air, kind of get over the enemies and just kind of clearing them out. Diva's kind of camping out in the corner there, but of course since she wasn't actually touching the objective, she couldn't contest it with this, and we get the easy victory. So Pharah overall is a very good hero to use. She's not as easy because a lot of her gameplay relies on mobility and ability to use her jetpack effectively and actually kind of lead your shots to where you want to go, either with the splash damage or direct hits. But she is very fun, and she is really good on maps like this, to where there's a lot of places that she can fly up and kind of go from rooftop to rooftop, or if you need to get over somewhere, or if there's a lot of options that require you to be in the air. She's really good for that purpose. Any other characters you would like me to see in Overwatch, leave them down in the comments below, and I will try my best to get some gameplay footage. Catch you guys later.